Yeah. Daily Go Getimism Show, Throwback Thursday. Let's get real about relationships Thursday. Sorry I'm a little bit late, man, but my PC had to update. It wasn't nothing I could do about it. 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 Delay. Nothing I could do about it. Nothing I could do about it. How y'all feeling? I said nothing I could do about it. Nothing I could do about it. How you feeling? And there was nothing I could do about it. 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 I said my name is Sun752 and y'all know how I do. I said I come here rocking. Yeah, this is on. Let's keep it going, baby. No if. Let's keep it rocking. Nothing I could do about it. 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 Nothing I could do. Nothing I could do about it. 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 Nothing I could do. Nothing I could do about it. 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 We here, baby. Yeah, we here. Everything's going to be all right. I promise you. Keep it rocking, baby. Nothing I can do about it. 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 Nothing I can do. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do. Nothing I can do about it. 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 Nothing do about it. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. I shouted nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do. Yeah, we a little late. We come on later anyway. Yeah. We all come on at 2. Late night, you know how we do. This the third shift show, baby. No if, no, maybe. We keep it going, y'all. Late in the night and make a show. What? Nothing I can do about it. 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 Nothing. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. Yeah. Nothing I can do about it. 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 Nothing do about it. Nothing I can 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 do about it. Keep this. Yeah. I don't think you understand, baby. Keep that thing hot. Yo, y'all know what we talking about tonight? You gotta pretend that you hate your ex to keep your current happy. Yeah, I know it sounds wild, but wait until we really get into this thing. Tonight we gonna be kings. Alright. Yeah. 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 Alright. Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this your daily. It's the daily go get up missing show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it is? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, thinking all fast lane, no coasting, and everything is gonna be all right. We talking about having to act like you hate your ex to keep your spouse in good standing tonight. When you're dealing with somebody that's so jealous and so insecure that they can't trust that you've had a past behind you and that it really is behind you. So you got to act like whenever talking about your past in terms of your love life, your marriage, your baby moms, baby dads, you got to act like just the very mention of your ex, any of them, have you like, oh, I can't stand that bitch. I can't stand that hoe. Yo, I don't never want to see her again. And now you know, all I think about is you. I said, all I do is think of you day and night. That's all I do. I can't stand my ex no more. I hate her. She's a dumb whore all the time. And the crazy thing is, some people submit to this. As ridiculous as it seems, some people submit to this. You know what I mean? So we can laugh and we can say, I wish I could never. That might be your deal. You might be in a position to be able to say, this would never happen. I would never do it. I would never submit to anything that's crazy, that's out of this world. And it is. But there is somebody somewhere doing that right now. Having to secretly apologize to the ex. Like, you know, I don't mean it. I ain't mean to treat you that way, act that way or whatever. You know, me and you cool. But, you know, my girl, you know, she be tripping, you know what I mean? She think everybody want me. I don't know what that's about, whatever. But she think everybody from my past, want to get back with me and all of that. So, when she around, I got to put on this little front, which is some bitch ass shit because imagine going to your ex and having to apologize to your ex for your behavior, your rude behavior. But you ain't got no beef with your ex. You might not be trying to get back with your ex, but you ain't gotta act all crazy. You ain't gotta act the fool. You ain't gotta get stupid. But because you got this new chick or this new dude got you all uptight. They got you on the hip like a beeper. You know what I mean? Back in the day, got you on the hip like a beeper. Back when you wore your phone on your belt, your shirt would be up like this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember them days? This Throwback Thursday, right? Scroll back the clock 20 years. 2005, you got your phone on your hip, baby. Yeah, I mean, make your shirt. Yeah, I mean, make your shirt go above your shirt. So got the clip. I mean, you had to take the phone out the clip. Oh, who chirping me? Oh, somebody chirp me. Yo, you going down to join tonight? Yeah, them days. Anyway, so we talking about gotta pretend that you hate your ex for your spouse, for your girl, for your man, for your love. Your current love. You trying to stay in good standing. It's not that they're a bad person, but they jealous and they insecure beyond what's acceptable or what's regular or even understandable. Like this shit wild. But that's what we talking about tonight. So hold on to y'all seats. Hold on to y'all hats. Hold on to your trolls. Hold on to your trolls. You got to hold on. Hold on to Let me get this hardware out of the way. And then we gonna get busy. We gonna get real busy, you know what I'm saying? Everything gonna be all right. Hit the like button. I see people coming in and out of here. It's fluctuating all crazy. Y'all know how that go. We're gonna get it stabilized though. We're gonna get everything stabilized. We're gonna get it stabilized, huh? You know what I mean? We're gonna get it stabilized. We got, say what up to my people. T. Carey Wright, morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your sight. And it's your birthday. Well. T. Carey Wright, morning, noon, and night. Well, that 24 hours ago, that noon, that morning, that noon, and just a few hours ago that night, that was your birthday. Shout out to you. Carla. What's good, Carla? Gamer Sonic. What up, Gamer Sonic? What's good? Person of Paradise. What it be? Barbara Bell. What's good? Good to see you. Thanks for coming through. Varshay. What up, Varshay? How you feeling, man? Good to see me some you always and forever. Each moment with you. What's up? Aye. What was Bobby K saying? Let me just have a look. Help me with my crippling corn addiction, brother. The fuck was he talking about? What the fuck was you talking about? And he went on to say more. Let me see. He said, Never mind. I'm glad. Yeah, he had to go. He had to go. So sad. So sad. But then again, nah. But then again, nah. All right. Let me put my clothes on over here. Stop performing in front of y'all all naked. You know what I mean? Hold on. Stop performing in front of y'all all naked and everything. You know what I mean? Go ahead and get right. Let me go ahead and get my shit together. Get correct. Hit the like button, y'all. Don't be stingy with the likes. We got 4 likes. All that drum playing I was doing, and I only get 4 likes. I swear, boy, it is not hard. It is not easy being a black man in America. You know what I mean? Trying to do some content creation. I'm out here doing the unthinkable. You know what I mean? I'm in front of the camera doing the unthinkable. And all I can get is 4 likes. I swear, we need to shut this thing down early. Like, what does it all mean? What the hell are we waiting for? Please hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. But we are talking about gotta pretend like you hate your ex for your spouse. It could be if it's your spouse, it could be your new spouse, and you have already been submitting to this for a good while anyway. Unless it's one of those marriages where y'all met each other, fell in love real quick. You know what I'm saying? Shotgun style. Met her in December, married her by Valentine's Day. Yeah, that sounds romantic. But anyway, nonetheless, the likelihood that they just sprung this new jealousy on you is low, very, very low. Normally people try to lead off letting you know what their expectations are as far as their jealousy and their jealous ways and their expectations that go along with the jealousy. Now, if you with it, you with it. But you should be careful about what you sign up for, because you're going to get the full money. Once you allow a person to bestow their jealousy and insecurity on you, you're going to be dealing with that. And you're going to be dealing with it the hard way. Maybe even a long way. Okay, now we good. You're going to be dealing with it the hard way and the long way. Talking about some Dame and Dash. Dame is not big as me. We don't look nothing alike. And I mean, not a goddamn thing like. But it's all good. It's all good. We can still hang out. Let's have this conversation. So yeah. Let's do this. Gotta pretend like you hate your ex for your spouse. Does anybody know anything about this? Does anybody know anything about having to act like you don't have any type of interaction with anybody that you've ever dealt with? Like y'all not friends, like y'all mortal enemies. Think like social media. You know how like a lot of people on social media, all you hear is, yeah, that my ex is an ex for a reason. You know what I mean? I don't like my ex. My ex was crazy. What's the craziest thing your ex ever did? What's the craziest thing your ex ever did? What's the craziest thing? Everybody talk about like anybody that's not in your life anymore romantically, like it had to be the biggest tragedy that ever broke y'all apart. Like there's no way that anybody could have been romantically involved with anybody else and then they had an amicable split. Well, what about people who split up, broke up, separated, and they had kids together? Now, that's the dangerous part, as far as I'm concerned. When you're dealing with somebody that's so jealous that they want you to mistreat your baby mom or your baby father. I mean, that's some deep shit. So they might say, I don't mind you being with your kids because, I know you're a good father and everything. But, I don't see why your baby mom, why y'all gotta do stuff together, blah, blah, blah. Like we went to the parent teacher conference. Well, I don't see why can't just one of y'all go. It's for the child, and we both are active in the child's life. She's the custodial parent. I'm, who I am. I'm the non-custodial parent, but I'm very involved in my child's, scholastic education and anything else that they do. So whatever the mom does with my child, I do too. I want to be involved. I mean, I understand, but y'all, I don't see why y'all gotta do like all that. I mean, y'all do stuff like y'all still together. I ain't never hear nobody, still being close with their ex. No, we not close, but we got a child. We got a child or children together. Like what part don't you understand? I'm just saying, like she call you anytime she needs stuff. Like what's she calling you for? Like she not calling me to kick it with me. She not calling me to invite me to the telly. She not inviting me to her bedroom. Everything she called me for has something to do with the child. Well, yeah, but I know how these bitches are. I know how these bitches are, they call you like in the interest of the child or whatever, but that a lot of times that be game, that be cap. So they really just want to talk to you. Yeah, baby, but I'm just saying you got to understand. It takes two to tango, and if I'm not dancing, she ain't got no partner. And I'm not dancing. So any partner that she gets is not going to be me. But if you don't trust me, you know what I mean? We gotta sit down and have a talk about this because, like, we got kids together, and we gotta set an example for the kids that the two grown people can work out their differences. Like their parents don't have to be together in order to parent correctly and responsibly. Like you can understand that. Like, listen, I'm being nice about this and acting like I could have like an amicable, intelligent, and understanding conversation with somebody who expects me to act like a dickhead just because I don't go with somebody I'm anymore, or I'm not married to somebody anymore, or seeing someone anymore. So as y'all can see, I put the poll question up. So please participate in the poll question and let me know what y'all think. Because I could only get but so many entries in the joint. I could only do but so many entries. So on the fly, I had to, think about the things that I've heard that people who are involved with people who are very, very jealous do. You know what I'm saying? So check out the poll question. And as we proceed to give you what you need, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Barbara Bell. That's a dude behind that account. Don't no females be spamming like that. That's not a woman. That is absolutely not a woman. That's a transgender. That's a transgender account. That's a transgender account right there. I smell a rat. I definitely smell a rat. So T. Carey Wright says so many people are insecure that they resent shared experiences, even though it's for the child. I mean, it's a sad state of affairs. If that's what's going on, that's a sad, sad, sad state of affairs. That is definitely a bad look. Seika Sala, my peoples, what's good? He says, my ex went crazy at me. My ex went crazy at me and my current girl because my daughter wanted her hair braided and my current girl does hair. It looked good. My daughter was happy, but the ex was acting stupid outside my complex. Well, we ain't talking about when your ex is the one acting a fool. We talking about when the one that you are with, when she acting a fool over your ex, who might be acting decent, friendly, like she got some sense. But I'm sorry that you had to go through that experience, because shit like that would get somebody head knocked off. That's why the title is Gotta Pretend That I Hate My Ex for My Spouse. So you don't really hate your ex, but you gotta act like it, because if you don't act like you hate your spouse and all your exes from the time that you had your first girl, your first kiss, the first spin the bottle joint, catch a girl, get a girl. Yeah, some women are so jealous, and I'm only gonna say women because I've only had experiences with women, so we gonna go that route. Y'all insert whoever y'all got to insert. But yeah, some women are so jealous they want to go all the way back in your history from day one. They want to see pictures of every girl you ever messed with. Yeah, I just want to see. Now that's some serious insecure shit, because they want to see how they stack up versus everybody you ever been with. Like, they want to find out what your type is. I don't know what it is about women always trying to figure out a man's type. Like, a type is like, yeah, that's what he like. So the likelihood that he was cheating with such and such is high, because she looks like who he likes. Like, all your exes are going to fit a certain stereotype. Body shape. Body type. Marvina Bigby, what's good? How you feeling, Ma? How you feeling? Yeah, but a jealous woman, an insecure woman, she want to see, what mold. Coworkers. Showing up at your coworkers. Don't have a work phone, or people from your job have access to your phone number just in case they need to ask you something. Or why they calling you at home? Well, this is my work phone, so they can call me. Yeah, but I'm saying, like, you ain't on call. Yeah, but this is my work phone. They pay for this. When they call me on this, I answer this. If they call me on my on my phone, I don't have to answer. But when they call me on this phone, I kind of have to answer. Yeah, but like, what is she calling you about? Like, it's kind of like a work phone, so she's calling me about work. Well, can you request that only a man call you on this phone when you at home? And I know that sounds stupid, but jealousy and jealousy, envy, and insecurity is stupid. It's beyond logic. It all goes with your feelings. Feelings of fear, because that's what jealousy is about a lot of times. And jealousy and possessiveness, a lot of times, is about fear. Fear that they're not good enough for you, and that you're always on the hunt for something better, something different, something alternative, something besides them. It's really bad. It's not a good look at all, but these are the kind of things we got to go through. Relax and Breathe says testosterone is a gift from the heavens. Cool. Got nothing. All right. TK Wright says, I had a boyfriend who didn't want me to be friends with my exes at all. I'm not surprised. I figure every woman has probably been with a man that, what they say nowadays, to try to make it sound like it's innocent. Yeah, he don't play about me. He don't play about me. Well, from my point of view, when somebody don't play about you, that means that they are protective of you, that they are supportive of you, that they are, that they have your back, that they don't want to see you fail, that they want to make sure that nobody is being predatory upon you. That's what my definition of somebody not playing about you. But some of these chicks kind of like a dude that has all that jealous and insecure energy because he don't play about her. But when he start whooping your ass because of his suspicions, yeah, he ain't playing about you then either. Just saying. He ain't playing about you then either. So what did Guan do when he put his hand upon you? Well, let's not get violent. We ain't gotta talk about violence. I want to talk about those likes. Like those likes are atrocious. 6 likes. Damn, man, this bad. This is a sad state of affairs tonight. We're struggling hard. This is a struggle. Everything about tonight is a struggle. We're struggling, baby. We're struggling. You know what I mean? Struggle is real. Struggle is real. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah. I figure every woman has been with a man that was really, really jealous of her and probably made demands on her or made suggestions about her or made suggestions of her that were probably unreasonable and sometimes not well thought out. How many women, since we have mostly women in here, how many of y'all have been with a man who tried to separate you from your previous friends, family, and exes? Now, they might have done it the slick way. And the slick way is, babe, you know, we going to be together. I bought this house out in Delaware. Way out in Middleton. Way out in Middleton, Delaware. Nice house. I mean, he paid the cost to be the boss, right? He got you this nice crib. Little did you know, you never coming back to Philly again. He got you a nice plush prison out in the sticks. House is nice. Brand new prefab joint. You know what I'm talking about. You know how they throw up them houses up in the complex. You out here, see, in the city. Hold on. Let me do the burbs first. Out there in the burbs, when you pull up to a street that don't have where you can't go no farther, that's called a cul-de-sac. In the city, that's called a dead end. Yeah. In the city, it's called a dead end. It's still houses there, but it's called a dead end. Out there in the county, it's called a cul-de-sac. You drive in, but you gotta drive out. You can't drive through. But anyway, yeah, he might have hooked you up with this nice plush prison. Like you ain't never gonna be around your family and friends ever again. He gonna control every part of your being. Yeah, he got you this nice crib. Gotta watch what you accept. I mean, but you might have married him or whatever. He's sharing with you. You just didn't realize how much he's going to take away from you. You just didn't realize how much he was going to take from you. Give and take. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Give and take. He done set you up in a nice lavish ass prison. You ain't never coming home. This is your new home. Shirley Cheryl, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Shirley Cheryl, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. What's going on, man? How you feeling? How are you feeling? I hope that you are feeling good tonight. Really good tonight. That would be a good thing to know and a good thing to see. Yeah. Marvina says, that's the kind of man you run and hide from. Yeah. He even created your hiding space. You ain't got to go nowhere. It ain't nowhere but Walmart and the grocery store for you. Got everything you need right here, baby. Right here. You don't need to go out. You don't need to go out. You can FaceTime you can FaceTime your friends. They ain't got to come out here. But if you want company, they got to come out here. You ain't going back to Philly. It's too dangerous out there. It's dangerous. Don't you watch the news? It's bad in Philly. So I got you this crib out here where you be safe. I got you. But anyway, yeah. I figure every woman has been with a man who kind of came out that way. Shirley Shaw says, LOL, feeling like a grown woman should. Thanks for asking. That's what I'm talking. I said, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I said, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Feel like a real man. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Real, recognized, real. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, give it to him. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Real men and women, yeah, we work it out. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Remove all the stains. Shout it out. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Keep moving. Yo, I'm moving out. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Make sure whether you skinny stout, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Budweiser, Michelob, Guinness stout. That's what I'm talking about. That's what. All right. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Share the show. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show. I'm your host, Sun752, aka Omar with the rrrr. And we are talking about gotta pretend like I hate my ex. Gotta pretend that I hate my ex so my girl will feel secure. So my girl will feel secure. Ah, fudge. My shit ain't plugged in. Shit no working. It don't working. Hold on. In a couple of seconds, and my shit will be working. All right. What we got? What we got? What we got? What we got? No. Nah. That should be good. It's not loud enough. Hold on. Get some sound. No. Let's see what else we got. What we got? What we got? Oh yeah. Hold on. No, I don't like that. I think I like that. Alright. Okay. All right. We good. All right. So gotta pretend like you hate your ex. Gotta pretend like you hate your ex. Gotta pretend like you hate your ex. Here you are putting on airs, fronting, lying. And you know what? That's crazy that a person can be so jealous that they making you pretend and be fronting and lying like you really are complying with that bullshit. And then you kind of have to ask yourself if you even feel bad about it. You know, if you really care about a person, you want them to feel good about the union that both of you have. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But the extremes that people might ask you to go to in order to keep them satisfied, is it fair? Now, all's fair in love and war, right? Maybe we don't have a conventional love. Maybe our thing is a little off center. Maybe the things that you and I have to do in order to be together are different than what the next man might have to do. Well, I mean, sometimes this shit don't blend up all the way. And I don't feel like eating no chunks tonight. So anyway, but yeah, you know, two things that a man and a woman should have in common is at least like an agreement. Like, you know, and I don't mean like a signed agreement, but y'all should be on the same page about the things that you know that you have to respect about each other. Like, so, you know how we did a show about flirting before, like how far is too far to go when it comes to flirting? Like, where's the line between flirting with somebody and being inappropriate? Because, I mean, some people may feel like flirting in any capacity is inappropriate, but y'all need to know. You need to know. Like, if you're too afraid to ask whoever you're dealing with what they like or what would make them feel uncomfortable, then you really have to take a strong look at how strong your union is, or if it has any strength at all. But even if y'all can't talk it out very well, y'all should be able to work it out in some kind of way. Because what do you have if you have zero communication that can lead to harmony? What do you have if you have zero communication that can lead to harmony? So if somebody is suggesting that you cut off all ties to not just your exes, because that might not be an unreasonable response. I mean, request. That might not be an unreasonable request to some people, but is it an unreasonable request to you? Like, okay, if you know in your heart of hearts that you could pick up the phone and be back with your ex today, because you know they've been waiting on you. Maybe they never wanted to break up with you in the first place, and as soon as they have the opportunity, they would jump right into the throes of passion with you once again. Oh, baby, you're back. Oh, I missed you so much. My baby, I got my baby back. All right, cool. I understand. I overstand. I get it. But if you know in your heart of hearts that that's the situation, then maybe your current man or your current woman is not asking too much for you not to have any interaction with them, because they are a potential threat. All exes do not respect your current situation. Some exes feel like, well, I was before her or I was before him, so it can always be me in the background some kind of way. And I'm sure that y'all have all dealt with that kind of shit. So you might have an ex that would jump at the opportunity to backdoor your current man or your current woman. That's something you got to deal with. Marvina says, especially if you have children, you need to talk to your ex. Exactly. Now imagine being with a man, in your case, imagine being with a man that don't respect the fact that you are co-parenting with your ex. Y'all got kids. Kids. See, but jealousy does not give a fuck about setting a good example. Jealousy just wants to have what it wants and damn everybody else. Jealousy be like, fuck co-parenting and anything else. To hell with it all. Because if you really love me, you would do what's necessary in order to make me feel better and secure. And if you can't do it, I'm going to have to make a move. Manipulation, guilt tripping, which is a form of manipulation. Gaslighting, which is a form of manipulation. You know, y'all remember the show Sanford and Son? Remember how every time Lamont talked about getting his own place and moving out, remember how Fred would get manipulation, 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 manipulation. Every time. And even though that was just a TV show, you know, on that show, Sanford and Son, that was really, they used Fred as a father in place of a mother. You know, I mean, I don't know if you ever really thought about what they was doing on Sanford and Son. Fred was really a mother, because that's how a mother would act. You ain't gonna find no father who don't want his son to go ahead and get his own shit, get married, you know what I mean, get on up out of the house. Ain't no fatherly shit. That's a straight mother joint. Oh, you can just stay with me for the rest of my life. Your father passed. I need a man. You could be my man. Not a romantic man, but you know. Be here for your old mother. Okay. TK Wright says they aren't a threat just because your ex would jump at the chance. How are you conducting yourself with your current? And she also says all of my exes but one would get back with me, but that's not where I want to be. And I expect my person to know that and feel that. Of course, there's nothing wrong with being respectful, nothing at all. But jealousy does not care about respect. They have different rules, a different set of guidelines for what respect is supposed to be. It's all different. It's different. It's not the same. It's not the same. So you may want to do well. You might want to do right by your man or your woman. And so you're taking their request into consideration. But look at this poll. Look at this poll. I made this poll. And I've known people who have done each answer in this poll. And worse, they just didn't give me enough options and enough characters to really rock out. But when you really think about the jealous people that you've been with and the jealous people that you've known and the stories that you've heard, come on, man. Everybody got a story to tell when it comes to jealousy. Everybody got a story to tell. So you acting like you hate your ex might be one of those things that you actually closely considered. Like, fuck it, I can act. I mean, at the very least, I can act like I hate my ex when my current is around. My ex ain't around anyway. It's just that my current can't get comfortable. They can't get comfortable because they're not eligible for comfortability. They don't know how to get comfortable. All they know how to do is be uptight all the time, be upset all the time, be scared all the time, be insecure all the time. So fuck it. In order to make them shut up for a minute, I gotta come up with stories about how much I hate my ex and how it's on sight when I see him. You got to deal with the fact that some jealous lovers have that hero complex. Ain't I the best you ever had? I mean, I don't even care about sexually, but don't I treat you better than any man you ever had? Don't I? Don't I be buying you more stuff than any man who ever did for you? Don't I show you more love, more affection, more gratitude, more appreciation than anybody? Don't I be running around here with like a chicken with my head cut off? Running like a chicken with my head cut off. Running like a chicken with my head cut off. Yo, I'm always coming off hard, never soft. I said, running like, running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I'm always going to come all hard. I'm never so. I said, I run ahead like a chicken with the head off. Run around here like a chicken with the head off. Run around. And then there's the love part. The things you might do to prove your love to somebody who loves you. Cheryl says, nice crunchy meal you have there. I know, right? And I added water. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting on. See, I be filling up the blender too much. That's the problem. So my smoothies turn into a meal. But I ain't mad at it though. I mean, everything gonna be all right. Everything is gonna be all right. Everything is gonna be all right. Hold your head. All right. Yeah. Pretending like you hate your ex So your spouse or your current love won't feel insecure. Insecurity is about fear, man. Fear that you're not good enough for somebody to work it out with you, be loyal to you, be dedicated to you, stick it out with you. It's always, their mind is always on somebody else. And that's sad. It really is. That's sad. Real sad, you know what I'm saying? But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You know, you can't always fix the fragile ego and fragile mind state of some people. You could do your best, but you can't always repair it. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, appreciate if y'all do that. Allergies acting a fool. Yeah, I was good all day. But this is every night, right? Every time I sit in front of this camera, it all starts going down. It all starts going down. And my nose getting all red like Rudolph. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, you must be smoking coke tonight. I'm sorry. You must be sniffing coke tonight. All of the other reindeers, they snorted the coke with glee. All right. Shout out to all y'all cokeheads out there. One thing about cokeheads, they stay up late. One thing about cokeheads, they stay up late, son. Just saying. See, Gary Wright says, where are Troy and Kim? You know what? We should cold call their ass. We should cold call them. Fuck it. They call me. They call me out of the blue. Let's call them. Let's call them. Call them, man. You know what I mean? We'll call them and shit, man. You know what I mean? And this is where you know people listening in the background. Yeah, they gonna come around. All right, here they go. Here you go.
From Troy.
Troy.
I got him.
Troy, it's you? I wasn't expecting you to call.
Oh, no, you wasn't.
Yeah, no way.
I should cold call.
He said, fuck that. Yeah, he came out of them bushes.
I woke up out my sleep. All of a sudden, I'm looking at some of the show. I'm like, oh, it's still an hour left. I turn around, I see he carried right down with Troy and Kim. You know what? I should cold call.
Fuck it. This is the only place in the world at 3 o'clock in the morning you just go ahead like, oh, I'm sure he's up. Yeah, I mean, what could he be doing? 3 a.m. is 3 p.m. around here. 3 a.m. is 3 p.m. This is the third shift show, baby.
Ain't nowhere in the world he could be screwing or anything. You know.
I mean, if you was, you're not going to answer the phone.
Listen, you just sat up here and said the shit that you got to do for your ex, right?
Right? There you go. No, not for your ex. Not for your ex. For your current.
For your current. So you'll be like, Well, why the fuck who the fuck calling your phone this time of night? You better answer that shit. I want to see who the fuck calling.
All right. Tell her, yeah, I'm gonna answer, but I'm not pulling out. So
We'll keep going.
whatever's going on, they're gonna hear. They're gonna get all this.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Mr. McNeil, you have a past due balance on your city bank account. This is an attempt to collect the debt. You're on a recorded line. Like, wait till y'all play this one back. Hold on a minute. Okay. So you know what we talking about tonight?
Yeah, what tells that? Did you call her?
Nah, I ain't cold calling Kim. You know what I mean? I'll do that shit to you. I ain't doing that shit to you.
Yeah.
Nah, we not doing that.
Yeah, how you doing, T. Terry, right? I like how you did that. You thought he thought he was gonna get me, didn't he? Yeah, man. Yeah, I know what you talked about tonight, man. That insecurity shit.
Yeah, acting like you hate your ex or exes, so your current woman won't be. The thing is, it don't work.
And the worst part about it is, what if you have children with your ex?
And that's what we was talking about.
That makes it even worse.
Yeah, make it worse. But see, jealousy don't give a fuck about logic. It don't care about understanding. It don't care about compassion. It don't care about nothing. You know what I mean? It has a voracious appetite. It just wants to eat. I need you all to myself.
Because it takes me out when you mention the word insecurity. The first two letters is I-N. N. That's you.
Yeah.
That's your problem.
Yeah.
It's insecurity. The first word is your problem having an insecurity. Nobody can create an insecurity in you because it's in your person. You control that.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's the thing that fucks me up. When people talk about, well, I'm insecure because you're insecure because yourself. Because if your man sit up here and tell you, he can tell you he loves you or he loves every part about you. I love your body. I love this. I like your smile. You can do all that shit. You still can do all that shit, but she'll still find a reason to come off the way they come off, man.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that. You can be the nicest. Just because you're nice and you're a genuine person and you treat people with respect, whether it's your ex or not yet. Now, if y'all broke off, if you and your ex don't have any children and y'all broke off in that type of way, there's no reason for y'all to have no conversation. If y'all don't have any children, yes. But there's a reason why y'all not together.
Mm-hmm.
So, but at the end of the day, there's no reason for me to even conversate with you. I didn't move on, you didn't move on. But if I do see you, I'm going to say, how you doing? Speak. This is my new boo-boo. I upgraded. Matter of fact, I'm going to play it on my phone. Let me upgrade. I got a new 80. You were 20.
Well, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. What we talking about is, okay, let me put it this way. Just like what you was just talking about, you said that there's no reason for us to really have any interaction if we're not together no more. And that may be true, but that doesn't make you hate the person. It doesn't. You know, and you might not even have no real hard feelings towards. There've been women that I separated from, and I consider it to be my fault. I'm like, no, she a good woman. I just wasn't ready for that right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't her. It was definitely me. But the new woman that I'm with might expected me to be like no, she all fucked up and blah 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 blah. Now if I'm a certain kind of man, I might submit to that dumbass shit. And there's another part of this. people acting like they hate their ex and they haven't been asked to do that. They taking the charge when it comes to acting like they hate their exes because they want to prove to they man or they woman that all they care about and all they think about is them. So basically, you fronting.
Yeah.
You don't hate your ex. You haven't even been asked to act like that. But you taking the initiative to act like you really can't stand your ex. They're trying to get brownie points with your current woman or your current man. Like that's stupid as shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But of course, but of course, insecurity thinks that everybody thinks like them. So they figured, well, I would feel more comfortable if I had you isolated from everybody else that you've ever dealt with. So I'll act like I'm isolated from everybody I ever dealt with. So you lying, but you expect them to be truthful.
Yeah, but the thing about it is that it's going to be that's a double standard because whether she's insecure or not, and she wants you to act that way, that's not how she acts. She wants to keep communications with certain people because that's the person she is. So as soon as you sit up and bring up look, I don't feel comfortable with that. Well, I ain't doing nothing. Why are you so insecure?
Yeah.
It fucks me up. Some people act that way. Some people, and you have to have an understanding about the person that you are. And it's up to you. Like when a woman, like I always say this: when a woman tells you to protect her insecurities, protect her heart, protect this, protect that. Let me ask you that. If a woman asks you to protect her insecurities, protect her heart, and protect her feelings and stuff like that, what's the major way of doing that, son?
Well, if I was asked to protect somebody's heart, that would just mean conducting myself in a way that shows that I have integrity.
Right.
If I say that I'm going to do something, do what I say that I'm going to do, follow through, keep the promises that I make. That's what I would do. Now, I mean, if you talk about a special request,
everything starts with communication, right?
Yeah.
And that's the major part. And that's the only thing that you can do, even if you showing your integrity. Everything starts with saying this. You ask the question, you give the direct answer, and move on to the next. Let's just move on next. Let's just keep moving it. But when you don't want to, when you in your head thinking that there's a problem, then you're creating more of a problem. Because nobody can protect you if you don't want to be protected.
Yeah.
If I'm saying if I'm going down Erie Ave, I'm going to Broad and Erie to go to a sneaker store. I'm going to Germantown, Erie Avenue, Germantown Avenue. Matter of fact, I'm going to Max to get a couple of cheesesteak for us. Right. And if we live in West Philly and I just got done work in North Philly, you do know it's going to take a little while. If it's on a Friday night, you do know it's going to take a while to get some cheesesteaks at Max's. Because the line is busy. See, the difference between men and women, we work off of hours. Men work off of hours. Women work off of hours, minutes, and seconds. A man be like, "Man, it took you 2-3 hours." A woman would say, "Damn, it took you 3 hours for 45 minutes and 15 seconds." You're like, "Damn, 2 seconds."
Got an audit.
What you say?
It's got an audit sheet.
Yeah.
So how you get a printout on me just going to the store? Well, how the fuck did you do that?
I can tell you how long it took you because I'm looking at the last time we spoke, and I'm looking at the last time we talked to him now. But that's the thing about it. The insecurity part, I think it's like this. Your ex is your ex for a reason. But that doesn't mean you have to be nasty because that person is insecure within himself.
Right.
That's your problem. If I'm with you, I'm with you. And if I'm not going to be nasty to her, especially if I got children. Because whatever affects her going to affect my children.
Like I said, jealousy don't give a fuck about that.
Don't give a fuck. That's the truth.
It don't. It don't care about. It don't care about productivity. It don't care about setting a good example. And that's why it's jealousy and insecurity.
Mm-hmm.
See, think about what the word secure means and then what insecure means. You know what I mean? Like, so secure means that everything is tight, everything is safe, everything is good. You know what I mean? Everything is known, transparent. Insecure means, nah, ain't none of it, I don't feel safe here. It's not a good look. This, I'm not comfortable. Very uncomfortable, in fact.
I'm very uncomfortable within myself.
Very much so.
And that's what, and I knew this, but it solidified me knowing that when I was looking at a Cat Williams comedy special, and he said, insecurity, that's you, bitch. You're the one that's insecure. It's you, bitch. I was like, what the fuck? You know how cats talk.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is that, it's not just women, and we can agree as men and women. It's always, I don't think that nobody should be disrespectful or ignorant for the betterment of the relationship to their exes.
Right.
If that ex, but if it ended that way, you can be cordial and not be disrespectful. Because in your heart, you didn't move on, you got a new queen now.
Mm-hmm.
And they have to understand that. And that woman could have a new king. And they have to understand that. But like Tina Marie always, that song Tina Marie, you can't have your cake and eat it too. And that's what the insecurity person feel as though you want. And that's not what you're thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
You done moved on to something you're comfortable with and you happy with. You come home, you come home, you cook dinner. You know what I say. You do the baby face song, the Jodeci song, you do all that good shit for them. Don't mean that because the insecurities kick in within themselves.
Well,
why you got your phone flipped down? Was that bitch ass ex calling you?
I mean, real shit. Real shit. These are the kind of things that you got to deal with when you're dealing with a jealous person. Now, they'll kick it like they trust you. They don't trust everybody else in the world. But they're auditing you. They ain't auditing nobody else.
That word that you use. I like that word that you use. Auditing. Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful word to use.
They auditing you. They straight indicting you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They put you, like they questioning every move you make, yet they might say that the problem is with everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like,
and then when you think back on it, son, that it might be within, it might be in them, but there's also a creation of where did that come from within them, their upbringing.
Well, insecurity grows from it can grow from a lot of different places.
Yes, it can.
But But it's
Like for example, like give me a couple examples that you feel like, bro.
well, insecurity has a lot to do with fear.
Yeah.
Like when a person is insecure, they don't think that they're good enough. They don't think that they add up. They don't think that they're recognized. They don't think that they will be treated well. They don't think that they can be treated well because they're not able to get out of their own way. So they constantly tell themselves that they're not good enough, but at the same time they may constantly tell themselves that they are good enough. But why don't he or she want me? Why wouldn't they ever, treat me the way I should be treated? And they mean that shit.
Well, yeah, but and the fucked up part is they say that and you treating them better than what they think that you treat them, but they're finding and within their insecurity, it creates a negative thought. It creates negative thoughts within their mind. So you could be doing from a scale of 1 to 10, you could be a 9 or a 10. You know what I mean? But she's never gonna look at you that way because of her insecurities. So it could be your ex. It could be a person. It could be a person that you grew up with that's like family, and you see that person and she's with you, and you give her a hug, and y'all walk away. Who is that bitch? Because it takes me out. Because in my past, I've dealt with a female that she got a cousin that's not your blood cousin,
Mm-hmm.
and that's cool with you, and that's a male person. But since y'all grew up together since kids, and that person grew within the family, yes, I can accept that because I too have females in my family that's not blood cousins, but they're my cousins.
Right.
We all have that.
Mm-hmm.
So with my insecurity I'm not gonna be insecure because everybody is taken to him as if that's family. Well, why are you insecure about this girl?
Like,
Taking in me as if I'm her brother or her cousin.
well, I was saying earlier before you came on, like the girl don't even necessarily have to be pretty. But one thing about jealous women, insecure women, is they try to paint you into this. They try to pigeonhole you into only liking one kind of woman, or they want to know exactly what kind of woman that you like. So if they ever question a woman of a certain that you might be involved or were involved at any time, if that woman looks like your type, she can speak on that. Well, yeah, you probably did because that's your type. You like them you like them old this girl and that girl. You know what I'm saying? Like them old thick ass, dark ass or light ass. You know what I'm saying? Like you could never go outside of a certain pattern. But like I said, it defies logic. It's not. It doesn't make sense, and it's not supposed to.
You like those big ass, big kitty bitches, or like you. Yeah, I do. I love you.
Yeah, but they figure you'll take anybody who has that body type. Like I said, it has nothing to do with logic. It's totally illogical.
You know what messed me up about that whole scenario? You would figure as a young person, I could say let's just go through the age brackets. From age let's say grown, let's say 21 to 35 or 40, you would think at a certain time your insecurities will stop. You know what I mean? You trying to settle down, you find somebody, y'all been together for 30 something years. Sometimes you just don't want to play them games no more. The game's over with. But no, it's still there. And the fucked up part is that You never know where they come from until you see who the person that you seen them have to come up from, who brought them up, the parent, whether it's the father or the mother,
Mm-hmm.
and you be like, oh shit, she acts exactly like that. You got to hear that. Wow, epiphany, and that's the fucked up part. Because that person want to sit back and because there's some women that sit back and say, I don't act no way. I don't act like my mom. What? You're a liar. You do. You got an argument with her, and you told her, "Well, I act just like you, mom." See, and that's the thing about it is that you can't carry that analogy no more because you're in your 40s. There's no reason for you to act like your mother. You know, and that's the fucked up part.
Okay. So like I said, it can get worse when the person is not even requesting that, they're not asking you to conduct yourself in any kind of compromising way when it comes to, how you express yourself about, your experiences. Because I mean, when it really all comes down to it, anybody that you've been with romantically, those are your experiences. You learn from that. And that's whether it went well for you or whether it didn't. You still learn from that. And trust me, you benefited from that regardless of whether things worked out the way you wanted them to, or even if it was an abusive relationship. If you got away from it, or if you got through it or past it, you're a better person because of that. And you can build off of that experience. But a jealous and insecure person doesn't want you to have experiences that you can build off of.
Right.
They don't want you to have that.
Like I wonder, because before Nelly and Shanti got back together, got married, had a baby. He was with the girl that used to be with Floyd Mayweather.
Oh, okay.
I forgot her last name was Jackson, and she separated from Nelly because she felt as though it would make their bond stronger. Little did she know that Nelly swung around the block and got back with Ashante.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying, I'm thinking to myself with this conversation. I wonder if Ashante ever said something to Nelly. I think I don't want you talking to that bitch.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean?
I doubt it.
I mean, I'm just hypothetically. I doubt it because the thing about it is that you can look at the demeanor. You can look at a person and say she's comfortable with them. They happy. You can always tell when a person is comfortable with a person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can always tell an insecure person. Like, and you can tell a person that knows that's weakly with an insecure person because you can be, hypothetically say, you're in the mall. And you're going to be walking in the mall with your woman, the one that's insecure, the new one, and you see, it don't even have to be an ex. It could be a girl you talked to years ago. And you nervous and shit.
Well.
I know this bitch gonna act up. Because the one that you ain't talked to for years is gonna say, and she with her girlfriend, she going, I'm gonna go ahead and say something to this motherfucker just to piss this bitch off. Hey, Troy. What's going on, son? Hey, Omar, with the your outer shell is comfortable, but your heart is like, this bitch, I ain't talked to this bitch in almost 15 years. And she seen me at times by myself and never say shit to me. Now she want to say something to me because she see me with my woman.
Well,
and you know women like that.
I do, but I'm not around that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, I know you ain't around that, but you seen shit like that happen.
Of course, we all have.
Yeah.
We all know somebody that's petty or whatever, but that can cause more problems. That can you wind up getting more than what you bargained for in that situation.
Yeah.
Because like I'm not gonna sell my woman out for my exes or anybody else. That's not gonna happen. So, yeah, I'm not gonna sell them out. So, like that just wouldn't be a smart thing to do. You know what I mean? Because that situation is going to get handled immediately, and you might not like how it, you might not like what you hear or how it goes down. So that wouldn't be wise. But in general, there are people out there who are living this life that we're talking about right now. There are people out there who are out there pretending like they hate their ex in order to make their woman or their man feel better. And then you got to think like, why does that make you feel better? But, they're going to have a hard time answering that because it's going to reveal too much of the negative aspects of their personality. So when you start asking a person why they are the way that they are, especially when they know that they're dead wrong, they're going to feel some kind of way about that shit. They want to be able to just bestow their jealousy, the wrath of their jealousy and they insecurity on everybody else. So it's a tough thing. But pretending that you hate your ex just to please your current man or your current woman, what's going to happen when you're separated from everybody else? And now the person who separated you from everybody else is about to separate from you too. And you got nothing left. You know what I mean? You got nothing left. So that's the kind of thing that you have to think about when you think that it's okay to let, to play the role like you hate somebody from your past. So you got to make sure that the one that you have currently is straight. Simple as that. Because she may not really be worthy of your time. Your ex, you knew they were worthy of your time at some time. Maybe that time expired. Y'all moved on from that time. But they know. The other thing, like you was talking about when you first came on, like what if y'all have kids together? Now, if y'all have kids together, it's only reasonable that y'all will have to, interact with each other and do what's necessary for your son or daughter or sons and daughters. The thing is, if somebody didn't respect that I have to deal with my ex, even if my children are grown, but during the time when the kids are young, how would you ever be able to trust somebody that would want you to not seek out a cordial relationship with your baby mom or your baby father? Like they want you to be nice to your own kids, but they want you to shit on the man or the woman that you had them with.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is, how would you be able to trust somebody who would manipulate ways for you to be in disagreement or be hating on the people who you grew up with? Like, what's the deal with that? Troy, I'm hearing a slight echo.
Oh, must be I got you on speaker. Hold on, let me take you off speaker there.
All right.
Sorry about that.
You cool. Your voice was good to go. I was just hearing a little feedback. But yeah.
But and that's the thing about it. It starts with the ex, and then it manipulates its way to your friends then.
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes to other family members. Well, I don't particularly like you being with your cousin Tyrone. For Tyrone, now you're alienating yourself from Tyrone.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're alienating yourself away from all these other family members, and then friendships that you didn't have for years. And like you just said, now all of a sudden you on an island by yourself. You on an island with you and her, and then all of a sudden she makes a decision, and now you're on an island by yourself, and you're kicking yourself in the ass like, I did all this just to be here.
Pretty much.
If there's no acknowledgement, you find negativity into what that person done just to keep creating a narrative in your mind to feel comfortable.
Well, when I was saying that, how would you be able to trust your kids around somebody who wanted you to mistreat their mom?
You can't.
You can't at all.
Can't. Because
at
everything, it's like this. I don't think you can't trust that person because that person should want you to have some type of cordial relationship with their mother, and as a man, you should want that person to have a cordial relationship with the children of the father. The woman have a cordial relationship with the father. Because it keeps everything at an even keel. It makes everything work better. The car rides good with some great gas in that car. But when you fuck up and put some fucking fucked up gas in that car, you shouldn't have put some cheap car in that bin. Some cheap gas in that bin. Gonna fuck your engine up.
Vegetable oil. Vegetable oil.
Yeah. For real. And you knew that, but you did it anyway. Instead of just sitting there saying, let me put the right shit up in this car so it can ride better. And when it's riding better, it's so smooth. You in there, now you riding in the car, listening to the Ozzy brothers talk about groove with you. It's comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
It is so fucking comfortable on a sunny day. You might even got a convertible. The wind blowing in your hair and shit. You just like, oh, this is a beautiful day. Kids is good, their mother okay. Wife is good, our kids is okay too. Now listen, and then you turn around, an insecure person will throw a monkey wrench, whether it's a man or woman. So yeah, did you talk to your kid's mother today?
I'm thinking more along the lines of, you any woman that would encourage her man to get on the outs with his children's mom, I don't think she understands what she's convincing him to do.
Right.
Because she's gonna be on the other side of that after a while. Yeah. It's just like if you accept a man who ain't paying child support for his kids, he got a bunch of kids out there and a bunch of excuses for not taking care of them. And so as a woman, you take on the mantra of, as long as you take care of my kids, I don't care about the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? You gonna be one of the rest of them.
Yes, you are.
And you just enable this dumbass.
Because this girl named Karma Johnson. Karma Johnson has a tendency to bite you in the ass.
Karma Johnson. Mm-hmm.
You know, you gotta give Karma a last name. It just, I mean, you can't give, formerly known as or a symbol and stuff. No, Karma Johnson she's thorough.
Yeah, Karma is a Karen.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Karma Karen. That's the last name
It's a
on that.
Karen, a real Karen. But real shit,
You know,
real shit. You are, if you encourage that man to, well, if you allow that man to not take care of his other children, you thinking that he's going to continue to take care of yours, you got to be a stone cold fool.
yeah. What does NF mean?
I don't know what this motherfucker. First of all, let me tell you something. That's not a woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the fact that bitch is portraying herself as a woman. Fucked up.
Yeah, I had choice words for him earlier.
Barbara Bell.
Yeah. My man Dave Figueroa's in the house. Was good.
Brother Dave, what's going on, good brother? Blessings, homie. But yeah, man, I mean, one thing I want, if my mind, body, and soul is good and I'm up, you're going to always hear Troy on this phone with Son 752, my brother.
No doubt.
This subject is near and dear with me, and I understand it. I've lived through some of the type of stuff we're talking about. And I like to consider, like I said, I'm going to be an open book when it comes to the chat, because at the end of the day, when you give testimonies, it benefits people that might be going through what you're going through.
It can. It definitely can.
Most definitely do.
But, before you help somebody else, you might have to help. You need help yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you may have been through it. You might still be going through it. You might still have residue left over from the experience because it fucked you up so bad.
Yeah, and you're absolutely correct. See, you Omar and Son 752, and both of y'all telling me the right thing right now. And the fucked up part about it is that, I don't know how people understand, read their horoscope or that horoscope shit pop up on your algorithm. But it popped on my algorithm about me. I'm a Pisces, March 13th, 1970. That's what's up. And it said, able to give advice and hard to follow the advice that you give other people.
Oh, that's what it said? Okay.
Yes, said that about me.
Okay.
And I said, you know what? It's absolutely correct. Because you can give the best advice I can give the best advice to benefit the narrative of what somebody else is going through. And that advice I just gave that person is the advice I should be following. And I don't do it. And that's the fucked up part.
Yeah, but you can always change that.
Yeah. You can change the narrative and do certain things and stuff like that, but
definitely.
I mean, I always say, when I hear people say things about their relationship and how it is, and I always say to myself, well, what happened is what I should have done was cross my T's and dot my I's in the beginning, because I wouldn't be in this right here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you don't cross your T's and dot your I's, you know what I mean? When time go on, you really don't know if that I is going to making an E and that T is an L.
Anybody can get caught up.
Yeah.
Anybody can get caught up. Anybody can fall in love to the point where they would do anything to please the person that that they're with. The thing is, you may not realize how much you are setting yourself up for failure later on. So sometimes it's not good to just concentrate on the here and now. because that's not always going to get you over. It's not always going to get you where you need to be. And speaking of that, you know, concentrate on the here and now versus the future or whatever. Sometimes the person that you're with don't want you to express your history.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to hear about your history as it pertains to other people being in it, significant people. And this is part of that, you know, having to pretend that you hate your ex for your spouse or for your man or your woman. You understand that their expectation is that you ain't got no past. Here you were.
Hold on, can I elaborate on something? Because Ms. Evelyn Royston wants you to tell me what she just said. Don't live my life off of horoscope bullshit. Go ahead and tell me that, son.
Well, astrology is not bullshit, but it doesn't matter. Like if you don't understand it or you don't accept it or you don't think that there's any validity to it, that's fine.
But what it is that. But when you sit back, right, and what I'm going to do, I'm a respectful person because I like to show respect to whether it's a man or woman. But Ms. Royston, I'm going to sit back and say to you is this: I don't live my life off of it, but when I look at it and it makes sense to me, I acknowledge it. I don't walk around. That's not something that I look up. If it pops on my algorithm or if it pops, if I'm reading a paper and I read and I just say, and it's right there in front of my face, yeah, you're going to read it.
Right.
I'm not seeking that out. You know, but I don't live my life through horoscopes. I live my life through reality.
Right.
So, I mean, some people, when you make the assumptions, some people, when you make assumptions and you come up and you say things about what you just said, sometimes the first word of the first couple of letters can mean ASS. And you can't make that of yourself. Because when you try to make another person look like that, you make yourself look like they're even worse because you don't understand the individual, what the individual is going to explain to you.
Here's the thing about astrology. And this is the best way I know to disarm people who, you know, think that it's occult science or whatever. Astrology definitely has some validity to it.
Yeah.
But yes, you should not live your life like deciding whether you should go out or stay inside based on your daily horoscope. But astrology is a communication tool. That's how it should be used because it's just a way to get to know a person a little bit more. Get to know them as far as what some of their characteristics may be and how their personality works. So it should be a way to bridge a gap between people, not drive a bigger wedge between them. So, of course, not all Pisces do one thing, or all Aries do another thing, or all Geminis, or all Leos, or all Sagittarius. It doesn't work that way.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some things that are pretty consistent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the thing that takes me out, you know, it's like this. Nobody believes in astrology until you're in a bar and you say, and the DJ screams out, "Is it any Scorpios at birthday for Scorpio people?" And they go, "Oh, Scorpios in the building."
Mm-hmm.
And you buy the person a drink next to the person that don't believe in astrology.
Yeah, it's just a way.
Remember, you ain't believe in astrology. I'm about another girly trick.
Yeah, it's just a way to get to know some people. Not everything about them, but it's a good way to know some things. So, but anyway.
Thanks for explaining that too, bro.
Yeah, I mean that's the best way I've learned to explain it over the years because I get it. I get it. People, feel like it's a junk
It
science
gives
and
you
all.
that small insight on how that person is. If that person don't, it gives you an insight how that person is. If she doesn't tell you how she is,
It gives you some insight into the way that they think and how some
how they conduct themselves. Yeah.
well, I was going to say more like how certain things affect them versus other things. It doesn't have to be one of those things where you know how like when people learn a new language, they always ask what the curse words are first.
Right.
It's the same thing with astrology. People look for the negativity first. I hardly ever hear anybody ask about or ask me about astrology where they're asking how good one sign is versus the other. They always looking, they always looking for the negative stuff. What are their potential? What kind of potential they have to be wicked or deceptive or dishonest or violent or hurtful or yeah. They don't ask like which signs are more likely to help me carry heavy bags that I can't carry myself. Nobody wants that. They'll let everybody else handle that part. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so
our big brother Jason is in the room now.
Yeah. I mean, probably been in the background for a minute. Came on through.
Let me ask Jason a question. Hey, Jason, have you ever dealt with a female that told you to be disrespectful to your ex?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know, Jason. Let me know, because I'll be liking your insights at times. So just give me a little feedback, Jason. Because I already know son. I've been around son enough. I've been around him enough. He said yes repeatedly.
Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, man.
But let's get back on let's get back on topic, because this having to pretend like you don't like somebody or you don't like something just because somebody just to protect somebody's feelings, that's not as easy as you think it is.
That shit is hard.
Yeah, of course it is.
That shit is fucking. It's not just. It's nerve wracking. It's fucking nerve wracking. Because if that's not the type of person you are.
Yeah.
You really gotta be able to get an Oscar award for that shit.
See, the way I feel about it is this. If you're pretending that you don't like something or that you hate something or that you're uncomfortable with something to protect feelings that aren't grounded in decency or not grounded in anything that's logical or even reasonable. Yeah, forget about logical. It's not even reasonable. Like, you want me to do some shit that's dumb. So you want me to cuss my baby mom out or block her phone number so you can feel good about some dumb shit. And we haven't really scratched the surface. I want to get, now we got some votes on the poll. Let's talk about this poll before we get on up out of here. What is the craziest thing that a jealous lover can suggest that you do? 31% said make you delete all of your phone numbers out of your phone. And motherfuckers will do that shit.
Yes, you will.
Every time I've known people, every time they get a new man, a new woman, they got a new number. And I'm like, look at this shit here. What a disgrace.
I got 5 numbers. I got 5 numbers in the phone from you, bro.
Real shit. Real shit. Your fucking instability and insecurity. You unstable and insecure. Well, damn. Get a seatbelt. All right. 27% said check your underwear.
Damn.
When I was 18, my man told me that he was so jealous of his girl. He used to give her the smell test every time she came home. She had to basically let him sniff her drawers that she just came from outside in, so he can smell whether she just came back from fucking somebody. I'm thinking to myself, why he telling me this? I'm like, why are you with this girl? If that's what you think that you have to do, why are you? And that was my man, but I lost so much respect for him. I was like, you do what?
One thing I will never do, I'm not going to seek out something that's going to hurt me. I would rather hit me in the face before I go searching for it.
This nigga used to put his hands down her panties and sniff. Like,
Scratch and sniff. Oh my God, boy.
I was like,
shit right there.
Yo, crazy as hell. Crazy as hell. And she was still
where were you at for the past 3-4 hours?
And she was still in high school.
Oh my God.
I knew the chick. I knew the chick. And I was like, this is a bad look. Okay, let's go to the next one. FaceTime you every time y'all speak. So you can't never just talk on the phone like the phone was designed to. Turn your camera on. Let me see you. Let me see you. I'm surprised that didn't get higher numbers. You know why that probably didn't get higher numbers? Because there are a lot of motherfuckers that make you do that shit. You know what I mean? They ain't looking at it. That's not jealous. That's
you hear me clearing my throat, right? I'm trying to get that mucus, that mucus, that
shit crazy.
My throat.
All right, last one. Follow you, track you, show up. You know, years ago, chicks had this thing where they was buying their boyfriends iPhones or iProducts when they, for gifts. So I bought you this new iPhone. Why? It's got the tracking locator on. So everywhere you go, this nice phone I bought you, I'm gonna know everywhere you go. And everything, everything with Apple is traceable. So look, I got you these new.
I'm also gonna be in your cloud too.
Look. I just got you these brand new. What do they call them? Buds, something buds, not iBuds. What do they call them?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, AirBuds. Just got you some new AirBuds. AirBuds is in her name. He pairs them to his phone, but she can track them AirBuds wherever he go.
Yeah.
And so So that tracking shit these days is real. It's a real thing.
Can you imagine if he tell him, "Oh, I gotta go past my kid's mom's house, my ex house, to make sure that the kids is all right and this and the other," and he left his earbuds there by mistake, and he.
Yeah, I mean, or you drive your girl around in your car, or whatever. She just straight throw an air tag up under the seat.
Oh shit! Damn!
Just throw that air tag right up under the seat. Boom. Or
How does sound go when she threw it underneath the seat?
Bing. You know what I mean? Toss that bitch right up there. So while you went to the deli to get a blunt, I made sure that I'm gonna know where you at all times.
Where you at? I'm down here. I'm in Center City. No, the fuck you not. You at 52nd Street.
Like the car might be at 52nd Street, but I'm where I'm at.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, good looking out, Dave. Appreciate you. Jason Sloan says, I would never be with somebody who did any of that shit on the pole, and would never be with somebody who I felt needed to investigate. True. And neither would I. But guess what?
I just can't. That's too much. You know, my thing is this. Like I said, I'm not going to be in no relationship with nobody I'm not going through no phones. I'm not coming around seeking you. I'm not looking for nothing. If I find out about it, then we'll deal with it. You know, I don't think anybody should seek out a broken fucking heart.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I seek that out? You know what? I'm gonna go through her phone. Matter of fact, let me go through the bedroom. Yeah, that's the bedroom. I don't live that. Just here tonight, just stay the night. Let me go downstairs. I'm gonna cook some breakfast. I'm gonna go through her drawers. Why are you doing that?
Yo,
because the biggest question is when you find out, what's your next move?
Oh, there is a next move.
There's a lot of next moves.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot.
You know,
I mean, it's just like the term 6 million ways to die. Choose one.
There are a lot
of next moves.
There are a lot of people who live for those aha moments. Aha!
Oh my God, son! Listen, that's how I know we fucking twins, because that's my favorite saying.
Is it really?
That's one of my favorite fucking sayings. Why do you look for the aha moment? Aha, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't. I ain't doing shit.
Yeah, that aha shit is ass. And they be dead serious. They be dead serious, and they will straight verbalize the aha. Aha! Now, aha. Like, no, nah. Nah, it's not aha. It's not No.
Like with extra exclamation points on it.
Whew. Shit is too much.
What the fuck is aha for? And then when they find out it's not an aha moment, you know what they don't do? Apologize.
No, ain't no apology. They going on to the next one. You know what I mean? Like, and they heart of hearts, they just did. Exactly. Insecure the motherfucker. And you asking, well, why are you with me though? Why? Yeah. Like, I wouldn't stress myself out like that with somebody. If I can't trust you, or I don't feel like I can trust you, then I need to be elsewhere. I need to be with somebody that come with a little bit more guarantees than this. What they say, I hate it here.
Mm-hmm. Like a kid.
I hate it here.
Like an episode of Brady Bunch.
No, glasses. Oh, Mom, not glasses. My nose. All right.
My nose. You don't remember that episode? Every time Sidney Brady sneezed, there was something wrong with her.
That shit was fucking crazy.
Hey, man, if I'm telling the truth, man, that aha moment, man, you just like, you solidified some shit in my mind. I'm glad I ain't the only one that think about that shit.
Shit is ridiculous. All right,
go ahead.
I
know we gotta get ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I know, matter of fact, did you find out, you know what the music selection is tomorrow night?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
You'll know.
I know. But just like I said, man, I appreciate this conversation. I'm glad T. Carey Wright tried to pressure you to call me before I called you.
I got you. Yeah, I mean, one way or another. That's the plan right there.
And now her ass at the jail.
Ain't that some shit?
That's the truth.
Come in, tear shit up, get out of Dodge. I know how.
Miss Maritza just came in, even a little late, but she spoke to us.
I know,
How you
right?
doing, Maritza?
Yeah.
Senorita
Albert.
Bro.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do
Much
these
love.
birthday shout
Be
outs.
with me tomorrow, most definitely, bro.
All right, man. Peace.
All right.
All right, y'all. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious September 25th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get number one out the box, Brittany Linder. Happy birthday to you and Charles Page, Denise Nelson, Lorraine Stevens, Idris Eddie Ross, or actually is Idris Edie Ross, and our very own Taki Carey Wright, aka T Carey Wright. Morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your site. You know what it is. Happy birthday to you. Keep banging. And Tanya McIntyre. No relation, but what up, cuz? What's good? And also Nene Smith, Rhonda Hills, Erica Stitt, last but not least, Erica Stitt, and she's raising money for the fundraiser for Abundant Blessings, East Bay. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all a good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious September 25th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on it, do the damn, to rock out. Rock on it, do the damn, rock out. Rock on it, do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, listen, dealing with an ex, dealing with somebody who you can't be your authentic self with other people is a problem. Now, look, man, what you do for love is on you, and I can't audit that. I can't say whether you should or that you shouldn't. But I think that everybody owes it to themselves to be themselves, or at least be able to be the type of self that they are supposed to be to people who treat them decently. So imagine getting with a new friend who wants you to be only their friend. So any and all other friends that you've ever had before, they want you to get rid of them because they want to be your one-stop shopping friend. Well, dealing with an ex, dealing with a jealous and insecure lover is just like doing that. That's like signing up to be isolated. I hope you wanted to get away because you ain't never going to see your peoples again. And it gets worse and worse and as toxic as you could possibly imagine. Yeah, and the crazy part about it is because of your need for attention, you may not even look at it as being toxic. A lot of people don't look at things as being toxic until it starts to physically hurt. And by that time, in my opinion, it's way too late. You could have saved yourself a long time ago. Hopefully things work out, and I hope they work out the way that they're supposed to work out. And that's in a very good, healthy, and and liberated way. So we gonna be all right. Everything is gonna be all right. Hold your head, baby. Everything is gonna be all right. Everything is gonna be all right. Do your thing, King. Everything is gonna be all right. Everything is gonna be all right. Go back to school, girl. Everything is gonna be all right. Remember, brother, that is really your world. Yo, peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night for the music show, 1 a.m. in the morning. We do our thing at 1 o'clock on Fridays. 1 o'clock tomorrow. We have will be our music segment, the one that we revere so high and that we always have so much fun with. Let's see. Did I come up with a music? Oh, no. No, that's not going to get it. It's not original enough. Not original. I don't know. What y'all think about this? The best covers and remakes. I don't know. I don't know if it has enough meat on it. But y'all think about that one. You know what I mean? Best covers and remakes. It's a show. See if I can come up with something with a little bit more meat. You know what I'm saying? Maritza, Troy, Jason, Marvina, Shirley Cheryl, Evelyn, T. Carrie Wright, the birthday girl. Just making sure that everybody get acknowledged. Everybody that hung in there to the wee hours. Dave Figueroa, the wee hours. That's the time where we together. These are wee hours. These are us hours. Okay. Hit the like button, y'all. Share the show. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel. I hope y'all enjoy listening to the show as much as I enjoy broadcasting it. Love is love. Y'all know. Y'all already know. Holla back, y'all. Hit that like button. Peace. Subscribe.